Welcome to Wine Chats with Billi and Lyndsey.
Come on, Bill. Woo. Today is going to be a feisty day.
Yes.
Look.
Yes. Oh. I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself.
Look, we are just going to talk about this whole angry situation about this whole not men, bear versus
Bear
man.
versus man.
Which we'll get into in a second.
Yes.
But we need wine.
Let's please.
And we actually chose...
Terrible choosing today.
I know. We chose the Little Ripples. That's not the terrible choosing part.
Yes.
But they have like half the alcohol, half calories, low carb, low sugar type wines. Why we chose half the alcohol wine today is beside me. But
It's
anyway.
like I'm interested in trying it, but at the same time, like I need the full alcohol content today, I feel.
But then maybe it's a good thing that we're not being
Maybe
fueled.
not. That's right. So let's...
Oh, and it's a Pinot Grigio.
Right, yes.
Nobody cares about that right now. Ooh, I don't know where the lid went. Oh, it's on my skirt, Billy. Can you grab it while I hold the wine so it doesn't
Don't mind if
spill?
I do.
Ew.
This got weird real quick. Okay, cheers.
Yep. Cheers to Little Ripples. Oh, you can really taste the low alcohol.
It's sweeter. It's just sweeter. That's what I can like. It almost tastes like a flavored wine that's sweet.
And to me, it just tastes watery,
Okay.
but pleasantly, if that makes sense.
I mean, I guess
Like
if you're not looking to get crunk, and you love wine, give it a crack. What have you got to lose?
Look, I don't mind the flavor at all. It's just really watery.
Bit sweet, bit watery, bit sweet, bit wine. Cheers.
Wow. Cheers to the Little Ripples. We're feisty. Don't take it personally, Little Ripples.
Totally.
We're angry.
This is just a day for it today, Linny.
Yeah. So we just want to say,
Yes.
like, we're not here to rhyme off facts and solutions because we all know the facts. They're horrendous. And unfortunately, there are no solutions in place right now. But we're just two moms, two women, like on the
Yes.
couch, and we just keep getting
Terrified.
angrier and angrier as these
Yeah.
news reports come in. And this is like our therapist, like our therapy. We get to just
Yes. Welcome to the
rant.
therapy couch.
Right.
I
therapist.
personally, like for the first time in honestly, like my life, I genuinely feel like scared going out and doing stuff. Like I've always been
really?
Well, do you know what? What got me real bad was like everything up until Samantha Murphy.
Yeah.
So this is the, I think 51-year-old mum disappeared couple of months ago now. They still haven't found her.
Yep.
Guy got charged for it. That hit home for me so hard.
Right.
Because she just went out running on
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
This is the exact same thing I've been doing. I've been training for a half marathon. So I've been getting up early and going for a run. And I'll go out for a run when it's still dark. So like the sun is only coming up.
So, yes. Okay. Continue.
Right. So it just made, like, if you can't go running in the day, like, what can you do? Like, that terrified me. After that, I actually said to Henry, like, I need you to start tracking me when I run. Like, I need you to start actually following me and making sure that when you get up, like, just check that I'm still out on like, if you see me, that my phone is just paused on around the corner or something. Like, I wouldn't go running far because I used to go running all the way to almost Lindsay's house. So, and now I've just started running, like, loops in a park because I actually just feel, like, scared going out and doing that. Mm-hmm. It's terrifying. That's the one that got me good.
Right. And I'm totally opposite. I don't even think about myself. I just think about my daughter. My mind's not even on me. My mind is on when my daughter gets to this age of dating. Even 15-year-olds are being killed, like, by their partners. Like, to me, I'm concentrating on her. I think it's so shit that as parents, you have to worry about your daughter for when they start dating, that if and when they break up with a guy, he has this mentality of like, well, you piss me off if I can't have you, no one can type mentality, killing them. Or they're in a DV situation and they decide that they have control over her anyways and murder her. To me, that scares the shit out of me. I haven't even thought about myself, to be honest.
Because I think to me at the moment, I feel like I know my daughter is still so young. Both my daughters are still so young.
Yeah, same.
And I feel like I can, to an extent, look after them because we control where they go at the moment. You know what I mean?
At the moment?
Yeah, at the moment. Yeah. So I'm not like, I haven't even thought that far down the line because actually, as you bring it up, we just spoke about this in the car the other day. I did have a friend who was, I think, 15 or 16 at the time. This is about 20 years ago now. and she got murdered by her boyfriend. Same thing, you know, they broke up. He wasn't happy with it. He, you know, very, very violently killed her. Yeah. And that was like, she was so young.
Yeah. But, and the thing is, the reason why I get so freaked out by it is that like, it's factual that every year that goes by, more and more women are getting murdered by their partners. What's going to happen? Like, our daughters are still young, but what's going to happen in 7 years' time when they do start dating? Yeah. Like, how shit is it going to be at that point?
Totally. And this is literally why I have, like, my girls started Muay Thai as, like, an exercise thing. But in my mind, I'm like, you need to know how to protect yourselves. Like, you need to know how to karate chop someone in the throat. You need to, like, I think I have these conversations with them way more than what my parents ever did with me when we were younger. Like, I don't think my mum and dad, when I was 6 or 8, had to sit me down and say, hey, if somebody tries to do this to you, you do this to them. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just such a big fear for all of us. Like, now that you say it, of course, I'm feel for my daughters, but I haven't really thought that far ahead of like when they start dating, when they start seeing people. Right now, I'm sort of more focused about me not getting snatched while I'm out, because I still need to come home to my kids. You know what I mean? Like, I still need to come home to my husband. I still need to come home to you. Lyndsey would be devastated if something happened to me. Wine chats would be very sad. Be a bit boring.
Wine chats with Lynda. Boom, boom. It's actually, speaking of Henry, so Cameron, my husband, a couple weeks ago, I can't even, in all honesty, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I can't remember which story it was where a woman
because there's so many
killed. Literally 100%. Seriously. Like, and I was so angry. And it was evening news, watching Sunrise. It comes, not Sunrise, sorry, Channel 7 News at night. And the reporter is talking about it, and Cameron's standing there. And the poor guy had no idea what was coming from. I just blasted him going, what the bloody F is going on in your stupid people's minds? The people that, like, I don't even know what like was coming out of my mouth. Like, I was so angry. I'm like, what is in their heads? How are they wired these days that they think that they're like that they can kill us just for these random reasons?
I don't understand. I don't get it. Where is it coming from? I wonder if it's the Andrew Tates of the world that these men are. Do you know who that Andrew Tate guy is? That maybe these guys are watching this content that now makes them feel like these alpha males that are out, you know. This is why that question of would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a guy was so, like, it again hit so deep, because it's like, I would totally take my chances with a bear. There was 100%. A lady who said that
I'm like, Canadian. I don't know what to do.
Well, right, Leo.
Bring on the grizzlies.
Still, give him some honey.
oh no.
I don't know, but I would still rather take my chances. There was one woman who said, at least if a bear attacked me, I would be believed. And I think that, again, is so like, it's so true, because the amount of times, the amount of like noise that women have been making about how we've been treated sexually and, you know, physically, and it's just falling on deaf ears. These guys are getting put in jail just to be let out on bail.
But are they even getting into jail? This is the thing too.
That's it. Like,
so this is a part of my anger, and I know nothing about law. I do not understand how the system works, but in my mind,
surely, right?
I just don't understand it. Like, if you're, and Celeste's mom was on, she was one of the daughters, one of the women that was murdered by a stalker. He stabbed her like 23 times or something ridiculous in her bed. And she had a restraining order against him. And her mom was making a really good point. So she said, like, if there's a restraining order because of like something like this, how come they don't have ankle bracelets put on? So then if that dude, because I don't know my stats, but I would say majority of these dudes that have a restraining order against them, they don't care. They break them all the time. How come they don't get tracked to be like, ooh, an alarm system goes off, like, butt face, oh, bleep, beep, is out. You know, he's approaching the perimeter that he shouldn't be in.
I like that.
Because Celeste's mom was saying, like, if that was put in place, her daughter would still be here.
I love that idea.
And like, I get that there's so much involved behind that, but like, why isn't that a thing?
Because, and we both worked in the Department of Justice for so long, and like the human rights is a huge thing, right? So we want to protect these human rights of these guys, right?
No, we don't.
What?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Why are we protecting human rights of animals? These men are animals. That is the only other way I can describe it. Like, when you behave like that, when you are doing this to women, when you think it's your right to be able to do this to us because you're physically stronger. Like, what is happening in the world?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
When we are and the system is allowing this to continue to happen to women.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, whether it's the patriarchy of the system that's been created as such that we are just letting these men back on. Who was the lady that recently got murdered because the guy was out on bail for like 10 days before he returned and killed her? How is this happening still?
And like, I don't even want to say, you know, the whole like bear versus man, which I get why they've put man. But Celeste's mom also said she refuses to call them men because they're not. So she refers to them as beasts, which is hands down so appropriate.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree. Couldn't agree more.
And I don't want Ada to have to decide when she's dating that this is still in place, like a bear versus beast. I just want her to be free and safe to just go along with life, not worry about like pissing some guy off.
Totally. Yes. Hurting some guy's, ego to the point where he gets so angry because he's, I don't know where they're getting this like demented mentality. But you're so right. Like, great. Now I'm terrified for myself and my daughter. I mean, I was always terrified for my daughters, don't get me wrong, but not so soon.
Got to be there. Anyways.
I'm sorry. Have we terrified you enough?
Oh, everyone's terrified, dude.
Everybody's
Who's
that's right.
not terrified? Yeah. Seriously.
So true.
It's ridiculous. We don't have any solutions. I don't know.
I have lots of solutions, but I don't know if the human rights people would like it. But ankle bracelets, I like that.
I don't understand why it's not a thing. I
like
get
that.
I really don't get it.
Like castration would also be a good idea, just to prevent any possibilities.
But does castration, they could still kill someone without a penis.
Oh, we'll chop their hands off as well. Castrate the hands and the penis. Okay.
Wise words.
Good day. Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Billi and Lyndsey.